All right. I'm going to get going. There's a lot of stuff I want to go over real quick. Okay. We have some new Performance Club members. I just love when this happens. So our list is now Jen Dykstra, Kim Farniak, Dan Desmond, Christy Spaniel, Vale Valley Wellness, Laura Nowicki, Joyce Wood, and Sally Ketchum. So congratulations to all of you so far. We still have almost a full week left, so let's add to that. We've got a full week as normal. It is the end of month on Friday, but we will have all normal scheduled calls this week, so that's great. And then global convention, I just want to remind everybody that there is a virtual option as well. Our list is pretty short of those that are going in person. And just if you are still thinking about going in person at all, please reach out to me. And I know that we can get things worked out for you for roommates and things like that. If you need to stay back, please make sure you get the virtual ticket. I just don't want anyone missing out on this. So anyone that purchases a ticket will have playback for the next 30 days. So that's always a gift as well, especially when we have such amazing speakers. It's nice to go back and kind of listen to them podcast style and have that. And then also, even if you're just watching virtually, if you want to be a part of the activity and the action that's taking place, for global, there is a Telegram group that has been created for Global Convention that is the POSE organization. So if you want to be a part of that, the link was posted. Let me know if you want to see that. And then again, be on the lookout for this. I'm assuming this will come out beginning of the month, but an ability for you to sign up to be a part of a legacy project for the Phoenix area that is a part of Global Conventions. So this will be it's always so special to be a part of that. And then again, the Healthy Glow stack or set is on sale, 10% off. And this does now come with 2 global tickets. So I put in my stories today, I just think this is a phenomenal way. And then Carrie and Maria both talked about this on the post call. If someone were to get this Healthy Glow set, and then they get the 10% off, they get 2 tickets. If they then just purchase the $50 start kit to go with that, they're in business. How cool is that, right? So they get almost $50 off this kit. They pay another $50 to start their business. They have an online business. They're just ready to go. And they get the collagen because these are pre-packaged. They will get the collagen sooner than the average bird right now. So just a really great way to do this. If you want to see how I did it in my stories, you can go to my stories and take a look. I also put the slides that I created in our Team Act Telegram group, and I did it in there because it's easier to take them from Telegram and save them to your camera roll. But just an idea for you, something that's great to promote through the end of this week. Okay. And then again, the True Science Anti-Aging number 4 is a subscriber reward this month, $10 off. And then this is also the last week to get your hands on the Axio lemonade, orange cream, and the raspberry tea. And reminding people as well, make sure you tell all of your customers that if they place an order by the end of the month, any order, and it's $150 or more, they're going to get free shipping. And typically the spot orders do not get free shipping. So that's a great added bonus, and it's a great time to stock up on these extra rewards or things that are coming to a close if they have not done that yet. The price increase, I just wanted to remind you and let you know, all customers got notification of this on September 7th. An email went out to them. I've not heard anything from my customers. If you've heard something from yours, I'd love to hear, but as far as I know, no one has said anything. So that's a good thing, right? So that did go out September 7th. And then a shipping update. This just came out, and I think this is just really, really cool. So because of the high demand, and I'm sure you guys have heard by now, we were 200% over the forecast of collagen. Now we're over 400% of what they forecasted for collagen. And you guys, like Sean brought up a great point this morning on our leadership Zoom. Like, there's not one company in the world that could be prepared for that. No one, right? And he talked about how he and Michelle, like over a year ago, ordered a bed for their new home and they still don't have it. And how if you want to order a specialized car or vehicle right now, you're going to have to wait for it. So it's just kind of what we're seeing right now. But it says a TrueScience Liquid Collagen will ship as soon as we are able to process your order. You'll receive a shipping notification when your glow is ready to go. So cute. As a thank you, we'll be adding a free TrueScience hand cream. And listen to this, in your first shipment in October, you will be one of the first to try the new and improved formula of this amazing product. This product has a fresh new look, a fresh new scent, and same great benefits you know and love, in addition to the Nerf 2 ingredients. So how exciting is that? Just today, I was going in and placing an order and I wanted to get Omega. And I told them, I'm like, the Omega's not on the site. It is, but it looks just like the Icy Bright. So the Icy Bright packaging that we love, the Omega now has that as well. So I cannot wait for what we're going to see at Global. I just can't wait. If you're going to watch virtually, I think it would be so fun if you purchase that ticket and have a gathering, whether it's with Crossline, if you just want to have like some friends over. Maybe you have friends that are in other network marketing companies, maybe have them come over and they can hear some of the speakers and maybe get another glimpse of another company. But what we're going to see is going to be really spectacular. So I just think that's phenomenal that that's going to happen and be a great surprise for our customers. Okay, so we'll go over this at the end because I want to kind of go over the goal setting. But, you know, I talked to you last week about the September team promo and how I was so excited and I could probably launched it. No, I did launch it too quickly. I went about it too quickly. And I still want you to know that that offer still stands, that I will purchase and I do want to buy the success system for anyone that comes into our team until the end of the month. That being said, I had a great discussion with Jen Dykstra last week, and I wish I would have recorded it. I had to default to her today, and I'm like, what did we say that was so good? But it's almost like we had a little brainstorming session. And based on the flow that I showed you last week, that flow chart of a buyer and the cycle that they go through to make the decision they're going to make, the trust factor and kind of the T's and you showing what you know and that you're knowledgeable. We talked about how some of the stories have been people's skin tightening, right? People losing weight with collagen. And what if for the end of the year, we did another promo that was all about like weight loss and getting in better shape. And we thought about the bundle with the Healthy Glow Stack, the collagen and the Nerf 2, then they get that discount and then they add in the fat burn, right? And what if we did this promo first, instead of just launching it and going at it, we as a group of Team Act, we do this together first in the month of October. We all commit to those 3 products at least every single day. And we'll call it something like what did I put over there on the side? I can't read it because the pictures are there, but like the 30, almost like the 75-day hard, but it's a 30-day holiday health challenge. So we take those 3 products every single day. You choose the meal plan of your choice. You drink a gallon of water every day and have at least 30 minutes of movement every single day, right? We won't make people do twice a day, but then we could start a group for ourselves where we're all holding each other accountable. Maybe we post some recipes we're using, check in for the day and say you got everything done. It'd be fun to have some kind of tracker for this as well, but we do it as a team first collectively. And then as we're doing it in the month of October and we're sharing results, we're sharing how we feel, we're sharing what we're doing, and we're getting people intrigued about it. And then we open enrollment to be a part of the group for November. And then we allow outside people to be a part of it in November, have this group, help hold our people accountable, and that we've already gone through it and hopefully have some really amazing, great success stories. So that is an idea. We'll talk about this again at the end. I wanted to go over. And then the last thing I wanted to ask you is, how do you want me communicating with you? I only ask because sometimes I just want to make sure, whether it's Team Act or Telegram, I can't text you, right? That's just not going to work. But I just want to make sure that you're getting the information that you need, but that I'm also not driving you nuts. I've asked you guys this once before, a long time ago, but would you just tell me in the chat, like, if you feel the way I'm communicating is good and effective, or if you have some tips for me, because I want to grow from it. If you think I could do better or get the information to you in a different way or a better way, I just want to know. So put that in the chat for me and we'll go from there. Okay, so this 90-day challenge, we talked about this a little bit, like goal setting, I think. Yeah, we've talked about the last 90 days of the year. But I went to a mastermind last week and I just loved it. And in that mastermind, she gave us some things to do, and I wanted to bring that to you guys because I felt like it went right into alignment with how we want to end the year together, right? Or how you want to end the year for you. And I posted this in Team Act. I tagged everyone on it. So hopefully you've seen this. And if you haven't, it's okay. You can go back to the post. But here's what I wanted you to bring tonight was I wanted you to have a specific goal that you want to achieve by the end of the year, a challenge that you're facing and identifying a solution for that. And then also identifying 3 habits that you will commit to doing consistently for the next 3 months. So I'm going to share mine first, and then I would really love for some of you to share. I just think we can all benefit from one another. And I also want to thank Crystal. I think she's watching through Facebook tonight, but she put together like a 90-day planner, and I printed some of that out, and it's just so good. So I think having these goals, these 3 things that we're talking about, and then I did some of the brain dumping tonight, and man, did I brain dump. Oh, it was almost like I was angry. It was really good for my soul. It was so good. But then once you brain dump, you pick 3 goals from what you've said that you want to achieve by the end of the year. And she really breaks it down beautifully and makes you get down to the nuts and bolts of what are you going to have to do to make those goals happen by the end of the year. And so much can happen in 90 days, you guys. So anyway, my goal, a goal that I want to meet by the end of the year, is to welcome 3 new team members into my business and launch them with a success system. A challenge that I'm facing and a solution is my time management. It's really sucky right now. Like, I feel like summer played a doozy on me and I feel like I'm all over the place. So I want to work on my time management, and some of you may have that same one. I'll share the solution that this gal that ran our mastermind talked about at the end. And then the 3 habits that I am going to stick to in the next 90 days. This will help with my time management and it will help me get those 3 new team members. I will schedule social media time every day for interacting and my DMO. That will be my social media time every day. I will have quiet time for reading and writing. I will schedule that in. And then I will commit to daily movement and feeding my body better than I have been. So those are the 3 habits that I plan to stick to in the next 90 days. Did anyone else do this exercise and that they would like to share what they wrote? Dan, yay, thank you.
Sure. Yeah, I just actually saw it right before I jumped on. So it's like, oh, so it might not be like all ideal, but
no, perfect.
Yeah, I just wanted to give voice to the power of like consistency. And I feel like I'm like less consistent than I like to be, but you know, like there's like a backdrop or like a wake. Anyhow, I got a new customer and I didn't even know I got a new customer. Like it was one of the like, oh wow, thanks for new, like you put out. I'm like, I did, and I checked it, and it was like all the information that I put out on Facebook. Like I have one of the people who just watches. She just bought liquid collagen. Just I'm like, I don't even know how she got the information, like to get it. So anyway, the consistency is really important for me. And sometimes with being really busy in my body work, it's like I hope to do like every single day, but sometimes it's like, okay, the reality is let's do like 3 days. So if I can commit to 3 different days a week for content specific to health and wellness and LifeVantage, like that to me is awesome. I definitely am going to be Pro 3 for sure by the end of the year, if not by the end of October. So that's something I commit to doing.
It's just a password that I want to do.
And then, but by the end of the year, maybe Pro 4. But I'd like to get some support around that. And the habits to do that with is for sure with you with the time management. It's just like I've been working up to having our wedding is this weekend, so there's been like a lot of focus on that. So that once that wave is over with, I'll have a lot more time that I can commit to social media time. Also, just a lot of like loose end connection calls that I haven't done. So yeah, the scheduling is the part of the time management. You said something about like quiet time and reading, and that's something that I would like to do. And I can probably say like 10 minutes a day would be an up level for me. My food sources and all that is really for me keyed on right now. So it's more like sharing that process with other people that I really get jazzed about. So, and really for me, it's like I really want to do more team building. I have this new distributor, and I haven't done a lot with it, and I need to reach out to her more, and I need to check in with you about the success system. And I just, the weddings put like everything else kind of on the damper. So
Totally get it.
I'm okay there.
Yeah. Congratulations again. That's just such an exciting time, Dan. So just be as present as possible. That's your priority.
Yeah.
That's everything, right?
Yeah.
And then after that, you can put other things into a list and we'll get it all taken care of and get you going where you need to be. But that's so beautiful. So congratulations again.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
Anyone else want to share? Even if you don't have all of it. Oh, yay, look at that. Okay, let's go with Brandy.
Hi.
Hi.
My goal by the end of the year is to be Pro 5. And one challenge, well, it's kind of 3, but I think they all tie together, is consistency and time management. And then like I have a mental block that I need to work through. And so I'm not sure what my action is to get through those, but I mean, I kind of can do the time management and consistency those, but the mental block, I think if I work on those 2, then maybe that will come. My 3 habits I will stick to for the rest of the year is I will read my core story 6 days a week, the one that I wrote through the Bob Heilig stuff. And I think that probably would help the mental block thing too. And if a red light story comes up, I will write a green light story. I will do social media 3 to 4 days a week. And this might sound little, but I have to start there. I will do at least 1 income producing activity a day in relation to my business. Because then usually if I do 1, that leads to 3 or 4.
Yeah, because you feel that momentum and you're proud of yourself and you.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing, Brandy. Those were good.
Yep.
Sheila?
Yes. So my goal that I want to reach by the end of the year is to bring on at least 2 new team members. The challenge I've been facing is, like you, it's time management, but also just I'm still in a new area to me. I don't know a lot of people here. I'm having a hard time like meeting new people. So I'm really kind of focusing on social media more than I ever have. And really, I just need to be way more accountable for my time, block out specific times for specific actions, get myself out of bed earlier because I've gotten into a habit of sleeping in way too long. And then summer and my yard and my garden and all of this has just been sucking a lot of my time. And I just need to be accountable, make myself accountable, and block out times to do those specific things. And the 3 habits that I plan to stick to for the rest of the year is DMO for sure every day. DMO, working out more consistently every day, even if it's just a 30-minute walk or whatever. And definitely get better about following up with people. Because I reach out to a lot of people and then my follow-up has really been stinky. So.
Thank you for sharing, Sheila. That was
Yes.
amazing. And when we're in a place too, where we know that we need to find new people to be around, again, go to the events section on Facebook and you'll find events in your area and make yourself go. I always find it harder in the evening when I've committed to something in the evening and I'm just like, it'd be so much easier to stay home, but then I go and you always meet someone. And then also, if you're committing to more movement, you're committing to working out, find an avenue that will connect you to groups, like a group workout. And we can't go to these things just once and expect something from it. We have to consistently show up to then see the same faces and build relationships and connect with someone. So just something to think about too, Sheila, when you do that, because I'm in that same boat. Just starting to do new gym, want to actually get involved with the workout groups and the things that they do. So the classes. So thank you for sharing. Anyone else want to share? Okay, Jen Dykstra, and then we'll go to Vicki.
All right. So I wrote that, or I am committed to, I didn't write it down. I am committed to 5 new customers per month. And my goal is to also in that is to bring 3 new distributors on. So 1 a month. I will be Pro 5 by the end of the year. And my challenge has been consistency, because what I seem to do is like go all out and then go all out. And so I just need to get better at daily actions. So one of the things that I need to get better at is knowing more of the company story. So I want, like, I think somebody has a write-up. Is there an old
Yeah.
write-up? I want
We
that
can
write-up and
find
I
it.
want to read that daily just so that it's like ingrained in my head. And then I want to find a Facebook group that I can actually add value in versus just like kind of being a fly on the wall and like adding value every now and again. So like a good Facebook group that I can really add value in, not just that it's something that I like. And then moving my body, and anytime I move my body is always my like listening or praying or that kind of stuff. So I'm just going to continue to commit to that daily for 30 minutes a day.
Awesome. So good. Thank you so much for sharing. I did that same thing today. I was looking for a group, just one that I would actually like and want to bring value to. Same thing. So I get it. And that's the thing too with this, you guys. If we can, I feel like we're in a WHAM meeting, don't you? I mean, it really is what it is. And I really would love for you all to commit to doing this exercise and having this, because I would love for us at least twice a month to just kind of share where we're at, to hold each other accountable. I just don't want, on your behalf, like I don't want us to talk about this and the end of the year come and we just spoke about it once and we didn't touch on it again, and then nobody achieved their goals and nobody felt like they moved forward. Like, I'm over it. Aren't you so over it? I'm just over it. So I want everybody to commit to doing this exercise, and I would love for you to share it with me so that I can have it. And then I would just love twice a month, we'll just hold each other accountable to sharing kind of where we're at. And that's what will make the meeting all about. I just think it would be so important and so beneficial to all of us, and really, again, hold us accountable to what we said we're going to do. So Vicki, would love for you to share.
I went back and forth between 2. I went back and forth between bring on 3 new people or Pro 4. And I feel like one will lead to the other, because I'm going to need those new people to get to Pro 4. So I put my goal as Pro 4. My challenge is making new connections. A, making new connections, and B, finding a way that doesn't feel icky to reconnect with the people that I've connected with over the years, and talk to about the business, and it just never went anywhere. Like I'm challenged with trying to reconnect with those people and it not be icky. And I have found 2 networking groups in Omaha, which is nearby. I love when I see like some of you go, you have like in-person networking groups that you go to. And like I looked up Polka Dot Powerhouse and there's nothing in Omaha or anywhere around me. Some of the others, just based on conversations I'm in and some other Facebook groups are kind of cutthroat, it sounded like, so I didn't really want to get involved with those. But I found a couple of just women's groups in Omaha, and I went to one of their meetings the other night and talk about a cool group of people. So I'm excited to spend more time with them. They get together for sure once and sometimes twice a month. So I'm excited about that. The 3 habits I came up, I have 2. I need to be, I'm the same as far as consistency and time management, not the greatest. And for sure on social media, I'll go a month really good being present on social media, and then I'm over it and I don't look again for a week at a time. So I'm committing to no less than 4 posts per week and no less than 4 new connections per week. And I haven't come up with the 3rd habit yet, but I feel like all of those things will help me get to Pro 4 by the end of the year.
And Vicki, Polka Dot Powerhouse does do a virtual connect. They do virtual. Yep, I'll try to find the information for you, because if you don't have one in your area, you're going to obviously be on with people that also don't have one in their area. So to set up a one-on-one virtually through Zoom is so easy. They all want to meet one another. So yeah, I'll try to find that information for you.
Okay.
Anyone else feel it on their heart to share? Jean.
So these still need a little bit of work, but my goals, one of them would be to work through the success system. I started it, but I didn't get all the way through it and really didn't do it justice. So that would be one, and to have that really be helpful to grow my business. Another one then would be to commit to daily movement and a new food plan that I've started that I think is going to be a challenge. The other is then to start using social media and to be consistent and to do something with that at least twice a week. That's kind of going outside my comfort zone. And so that's going to be a bit of a challenge. For me, my challenge is kind of, it's all or nothing, because I kind of let work for me get in the way and that becomes all consuming. So I need to figure out how I do the time management piece where I spend so much time and dedicate the time that I need to on the business and make sure that I'm, setting the time aside to be able to do the time on the business. And then, so I carve that out. And then also making sure that there's time for myself in there. So, one of the goals would be also, I liked what somebody said about spending at least 1 income producing activity each day. I think that doing that again would be helpful for me, because again, once I get started with it, then it's easy to keep going. It's kind of that, I don't know, it's that inspiration. And if you will, it's that kind of competitiveness that says, oh, geez, this is working. I'm going to do this now. And so I think that would be helpful for me. So they need a little bit more work, but that's kind of the start.
Love it. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, I'm so glad you brought that up, Jean, because you guys, if you are struggling in the area of social media and what to post, you have to go back to the success system because it gives you exactly what to do, you guys. It'll give you exactly what to do. Literal copy and paste. And you can tweak it a little bit if you need to, but it allows you to not have to overthink what you're going to put out there. So that's perfect, Jean. I think to go through that again is a great idea. I love that. Anyone else? Okay. Oh, yes. I love it. Tom, please. Oh, unmute.
Okay, can you hear me now?
We can hear you.
Okay, I did these quick, but first off, my goal is to be Pro 4 before the end of the year. That's definitely is a goal, maybe higher than that, but that's my goal is 4. As far as my challenge, need to control or limit my distractions from that are just everyday distractions that are interfering with business activities. Not eliminating, but just controlling them. And then also the other challenge that I have that I need to work on is daily action, business activities daily. And even if it's just a small thing, but just actions that's in the direction of my goal. The 3 new habits I want to create, social media daily. I like what Jean was talking about on the success system, getting back on track on that, and that's something that I need to do. Income producing activities daily, even if it's just one income producing activity, that's a habit that I just need to create. And the last thing is networking. I've been thinking about this a lot lately. I just need to do something that is in alignment with networking every single day, whether it's going out. Maybe I don't need a full grocery list. Maybe I just need 1 or 2 things and the network just by going out with socializing with people, maybe taking an extra walk around the neighborhood and try to talk to somebody that's just, you know, in the neighborhood, or going to the dog park. That's a good way to do it, and just happen to have a pet tandem in my pocket. But I need to do something like that every single day. I think that'd be a good habit. So that's my 2 cents for tonight.
Very good. Aw. Thank you, Tom. Thanks for sharing. I was gonna say, I lost my train of thought too. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, I'll come back to it. Tom, something you said, I wanted to add on to that, but maybe I'll think of it later. Okay, so I appreciate you guys sharing that. I know that can be uncomfortable, but I want to share with you real quick what this gal did. And she's in Melaleuca and very successful. She's the top earner with them. So what she does is she will buy a little notebook, and it's something that, this isn't full size, but something that you can carry with you easily, that maybe will just fit in your purse or a bag for you men. And what she does is every Sunday night, this is the time that she does it. Maybe you'll want to pick another night, but she will fold 1 sheet of paper in half like this, right? So it just makes 2 columns. And in 1 column, she will put her personal to-dos for the week. And it's basically a brain dump. Everything she can think of in that moment that needs to get done personally for the week. And then in the other column, it's her business to-dos for the week. And then she's got that open facing this page. And then on this page, what she'll do is she'll write down the days of the week. She'll just write Monday through Friday. She doesn't like to work Saturday and Sunday, so she'll do Monday through Friday. And then she just moves things over as to when she's going to get them done during the week. And that's it. That's how she does it. Like that's the thing that keeps her on track. And then she, of course, has a digital calendar on her phone that she shares with her family. But the brain dump and then moving it over to the days of the week, she does that every single week on a Sunday. And that just helps her stay focused. And I just think I love that idea, because I think we all can vouch for the fact that when we go into a day unprepared, the day takes over on us. And we get to the end of the day and we're like, this did not go any way that I thought. I didn't get done anything that I wanted to do. So it is so important. And I had like this, there's these 2 homes away from me out in Kuna that I love. Like I've always dreamt of having a barn. I want to have a barn with a slide, because I think no one is angry when they go down a slide. Everybody smiles when they go down a slide. Everybody, right? So I want a slide in my barn. And I want the barn to be a place where people gather. Like this is where I will have my own team events. This is where I will bring in team. This is where we will have leadership meetings. Like I just want a barn so badly on my property. And these homes that I see out there, 2 of them, they have these majestic, beautiful barns. And I know that they're not for a tractor. I know that they're for something really amazing. And I drove by those this week and I was like, why have I always looked at those and thought, oh, they're so lucky like that? I've always driven by those thinking it's something that's so great for someone else. And this weekend I was like, why can't I have that? Like I'm worthy of that. I am capable of that. Like I can have that. It was just like a different way that I looked at it. And I felt this almost anger bubbling up in me, where I was like sick of myself and the way that I'm handling my days and my weeks, and not treating it like I know the person that I am meant to become would be treating it. And I want you to think that same thing. And the person that you are meant to become, they're going to plan their week, you guys. That person plans their week. They know exactly what they're going to do. They know what their end intent is. They know personally what's supposed to get done, making their spouse, making their children, making that priority, and then really making sure that that business gets in there as well, because that business is going to feed them even more so for their family and the things that they want to do, the things that they want to prioritize in their life. So getting a little notebook, and she has colored pens so she can make it pretty, right? Like, and prioritizing for the days of the weeks. It's just so simple. And that's something that every single one of us can do. So I would just highly recommend you do that. But I took a screenshot. I know everyone that's on this Zoom, and I want you all to please text me your goals. Please text me what you wrote down. I really want to know. And then add it to tell me what you want help with. And then the last thing I want to say, this whole social media thing, you guys, when all is said and done, I would rather not do social media. Okay. I'm just going to say it. But do you know why I feel that way? Because I allow it to drive me nuts. I allow it because I don't use my time well when I'm on it. I go into it and I do my thing, and then I go down the rabbit hole. And before I know it, I'm like, what am I doing? And then I'm good at getting back on track. But imagine if you just sat down your 3 days a week, your 4 days a week, 5 days a week, whatever you want to do to show up, and you did the DMO, because the DMO is everything. You have to post, you have to interact, you have to make some friends, you have to like, comment, love, like it's everything. Imagine if you sat down and that DMO was your time on social media, and then the rest of the day was about everyone else and about everything else. And then you just let it go. Imagine, like, we would all love social media so much more. I really think we would, because we would be utilizing it in the proper way to not only fuel us, but to know that we went into it to fuel others, because we had the right intention going into it. If we have the intention going into social media every day, like we have to, it's going to suck the life out of you and you're not going to enjoy any of this. And that's also, again, why it is so important that you look for those outside things. Look for ways to connect with people in person. Look for ways to connect. And the other thing I was going to say to you too, Vicki, and then we'll wrap it up, you guys. I'm sorry this has gone so long, but Vicki, is to those people that you want to follow up with, you haven't seen in a very long time, and you're anxious about following up again. If they're in your area, just make it a reason to have a gathering. Don't talk about business. Don't talk about LifeVantage. Just bring them together again, right? Whether it's to play cards, whether it's to do a fall craft project, whether it's to trade a recipe, everybody brings a recipe, something like that. But let that be your excuse for you to bring people together. And then just start that way. I think too often we think our activity has to lead to business, and it doesn't. Just let your activity lead to connection in the first place. And then it just makes it more organic and makes it feel better. I also really want your feedback. We're not going to go anywhere, but I want your feedback on that promotion for us together to do October. I saw it in the comments a little bit. I didn't get to go through all of them, but that you guys liked it and you were in. Okay, good. So can I just see in the squares now, did you guys like the October we do it as a team? In November, we open it up to other people? Okay, awesome. So I think what we'll do is, boy, Dan, the value you could bring to that group. Oh, Nellie, you're such a genius. But I'll create a group. If you have ideas on what to name it, I would love that. I would just love it to be like catchy and fun. So think about a name, but I want to get it created by the end of the month. Get your order in for your fat burn. I'm sure we all have Protandim and collagen, but get the fat burn order done so you would have that. So I really want to see what this trio could do for all of us if we stick to really good core habits, so that we can really set a standard and lead by example for people that want to change their life and want to join us in November. Okay. All right. So let's close this out in prayer. Oh yeah, Jen.
And make sure that you track it so that it can just be part of your story. So, start your own little journal or whatever that might be. Just like we did with collagen, take some before and after photos, maybe take some measurements of things, write down your weight, whether or not you want to share it or not, but keep it yourself. Some of those kinds of things. I know. And then all the things that you don't want to do. And maybe even in your workouts, if like for me, I want to lift more weights or whatever, set yourself that goal. And you can use that then in your stories. And then we'll be able to use that in the group to be able to add that says, hey, this worked for me. Hey, this didn't work for me. Because sometimes I think when we add what doesn't work, that's as powerful as what does work. From that perspective as well. So just think about those different kinds of things as well that you'll be able to like write down. So we might have to add to that list of journal what your day was like.
Love it. I will work on creating a tracker as well through Canva, and then I'll get that out there in the next couple days, and you guys can kind of edit it, and we can kind of make that something that we use through it. So, okay. And I like that, Laura, healthy habits for healthy holidays. That's good. Really good. Like, that's like, exactly what it is. Okay, let's pray, guys. Heavenly Father, thank you so much for these amazing people. And Lord, I just first and foremost want to lift up Dan this week and his wedding. And I just pray that they have the perfect weather and that it just goes so well. Help them to be completely present, and just so grateful for what you're doing in his life and this relationship you brought to him. And just pray that you bless their marriage in a really, really beautiful way. And thank you for bringing him to LifeVantage. And Lord, I just pray for this team. I pray for their health, for their mental state, for their belief in themselves. Lord, just help us to act in these next 90 days in the way that you would expect us to act, knowing how you created us and what we're capable of. And I just pray we can all hold one another accountable, hold one another up, cheer one another on, and just really make this a really beautiful thing in these next 90 days so that all of us can just be elevated in a way that we never thought possible, but yet knew was completely possible. In your name we pray, amen. Probably my shortest prayer ever. You're welcome. I usually just go. All right. Love you guys. Thanks for being here. Mwah. Have a great night. Dan, when's the wedding again? I keep asking you.
Officially on October 1st, we leave on Thursday and we'll be gone until Monday. So it's a whole
Yay! Oh,
wellness
Congratulations.
retreat. So yeah,
hey,
Thank
post
you so much.
pictures. I know you will, but
I will.
just have the best time.
Thank you. It's Wi-Fi free. It's totally cellular. It's like it's a retreat, like a wilderness retreat.
Oh,
Yeah,
What
so
a
it'll
blessing.
come next week.
have a great time.
Thank you so much.
All right. Bye, everybody.